What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, and we're going to be talking Ethereum. In particular, the Ethereum 2.0 that's coming very soon. September the 19th is what we've been told. We're going to find out what it is and what you need to know if you are a holder of Ethereum. If that's something you want to find out about, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talk about cryptocurrency every single day on this channel. Also, give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel, and it really does help me make content for you guys. So let's jump into this and take a quick look at the Ethereum price now. We know the all-time high was around just over $4,000, and we have quite considerably, along with the rest of the market, retraced all the way back down now. We are currently set 1351. We've had a nice little run today, nearly 10%. We do actually see the RSI indicator, though, in the overbought position, so we could see that starting to come back down, which could lead us into some more downward pressure. But look, we're going to have to wait and see. I think the bulls are certainly wanting to come out. Whether the whole market sentiment is there, we still haven't quite broken back into that $1 trillion market cap for the total global cryptocurrency. But certainly we can see here on the bottom, volume is starting to increase, which is always a positive thing. And like I said, we have had a nice run since since the early hours of this morning, sort of lunchtime, early hours this morning till lunchtime. We've had a pretty nice run. Now, let's get into the meat and the bone of what I want to talk about in this video. So you can see there, Ethereum jumps 12% as the merge draws nearer. So we're going from ETH, which is proof of work, to the Ethereum 2, which is proof of stake. So miners, it's not a great time for those guys, unfortunately, but what it does mean is you might be able to get a cheap graphics card on the market. So key takeaways, you can see ETH is outperforming in the market, touched 1363, which is as high as we've been for a long time, up 12%. The latest rally comes days after the Ethereum Foundation set a tentative September the 19th launch date. Now, we have seen this put back. I'm going to say it's 3 or 4 times now we've actually seen the date for the proof of stake launch, and it has obviously been delayed quite significantly. But you can see there, the rally comes 2 days after Tim Baker suggested a tentative September the 19th launch date. We're going to have to wait and see whether that actually takes place. And then it sort of talks a little bit about why the Ethereum 2 is so important, that we're going to have a layering solution that allows Ethereum to start to kind of get to the point where we've got cheap transaction fees, we've got quick transaction fees. Now, right at the minute, everything is fine. We're seeing transaction fees of $3. Just if I take myself, I'm in around $3,000 or $4,000 just in gas fees, just for moving tokens or buying tokens. And you think about what that looked like in the bull market, those things were insane. People were paying hundreds of dollars, whether it was to mint NFTs, whether it was to try and buy pre-sales, whatever it was. We were seeing huge amounts going. And the fact of the matter is the Ethereum network couldn't cope with the sheer volume, and therefore gas always goes up. It's a simple case of supply and demand, unfortunately, on the Ethereum network. So the layer 2, if you like, or the Ethereum 2.0 is, bringing Ethereum back to that cheap blockchain that we all know and love. And we'll talk a little bit about what that's all about. So on the official ethereum.org webpage, you can see here the merge. Soon, the current Ethereum mainnet will merge with the Beacon Chain proof of stake system. This will make the end of proof of work for Ethereum and the full transition to proof of stake, hence why you get a cheap graphics card. This sets the stage for future scaling upgrades, including sharding, and the merge will reduce Ethereum's energy consumption by 99.95%. One of the biggest reasons why people don't adopt cryptocurrency is the sheer amount of power and energy it takes to mine crypto, whether that's people mining Ethereum in their basements or whether it's the huge ASIC miners that are taking on Bitcoin. So you can see that it talks a little bit about when it is, and more importantly, what it is. So you can see there that it moves from proof of work into proof of stake. But more importantly, the bits we are interested in is, why is it moving? The merge represents the official switch of using the Beacon Chain as the engine of block production. Mining will no longer be the means of producing valid blocks. Instead, proof-of-stake validators, assuming this role, will be responsible for processing the validity of the transactions and proposing blocks. It means you get nodes, and it means you get validators, like we're seeing currently with things like Terra Classic and a lot of the other big blockchain projects. We have validators and nodes on. So what do you need to do? And I think this is the really important bit I want to bring to you guys. What do you do as users and holders? Well, the honest answer is you don't need to do a lot, if anything at all. So these bears repeating, as a user or holder of Ethereum or any digital assets, that's all of our ERC20 tokens in the DeFi space, as well as non-node operating stakers, you do not need to do anything with your funds or wallet before the merge. Okay, really, really important. We might see a movement in price. you know, that's up to your decision what you do in terms of selling or keeping your Ethereum. But in terms of changing it, you don't have to do anything. Despite swapping out proof of work, the entire history of Ethereum since Genesis remains intact and unaltered after the transaction to the proof of stake. Any funds held in your wallet before the merge will still be accessible after the merge. No action is required to upgrade on your part. And as we approach the merge Ethereum mainnet, you should be on high alert for scams trying to take advantage of users during this transaction. Again, anything like this, anything that involves moving tokens, upgrading tokens, just stick to the main web pages. That is the easiest thing to do. Do not send your ETH anywhere in an attempt to upgrade to ETH 2. There is no ETH 2 token. There is nothing you need to do for your funds to remain safe. And I think that's really, really important. It goes on to talk a little bit about node operators and dApp developers. So if you are one of those people, come over and have a look. And then after the merge, they signal the end of proof of work for Ethereum and the start era of a more sustainable, eco-friendly Ethereum. And you can learn more about the Ethereum energy consumption there. This has also set the stage for further scalability. Upgrades not possible under proof of work, beginning Ethereum one step closer to achieving the full-scale security and sustainability outlined in its Ethereum vision. So pretty exciting. It does go on to tell us a little bit about what the misconceptions are, you know, around gas fees, around how you're going to have so much for staking and to become a validator, etc. Then it talks a little bit about what happened to ETH 2, what it's going to be. You can see that ETH 2 is now a consensus layer which handles proof of stake consensus rather than the transactions and executions. Talks a little bit about the beginning between the upgrades and the merge and the beacon change. So pretty exciting. I think we're all waiting for this layer 2 solution. We're all curious as to what's going to actually happen. And equally, I'm sure there are people really wondering what the price is going to do. I still think we're a little bit aware. Whether we land September the 19th, who knows? What will be fun though is let me know the date you think ETH 2 will be live in the comments down below. Comment whatever date you think. You know, you can't say September the 19th though, because that's already been said. And let's see who gets closest. So you never know. We might even get an ETH 2 NFT out to the winner or the person that's as closest. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. If that was useful and you enjoyed that content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help out. And I will see you in the next video.